What if I told you that your life is being measured, shaped, and quietly guided, not by gods, not by destiny, but by algorithms? Thousands of years ago, people believed their lives were controlled by three divine sisters. They spun your life into existence. They measured how long it would last. And when the time came, they cut the thread. Today, those sisters still exist, but they don't live on Mount Olympus. They live inside your phone, inside social media feeds, inside credit scores, inside AI systems that decide what you see, what you buy, who you meet, and sometimes what opportunities you never even get. So the question is no longer, do we believe in fate? The real question is, who is weaving it now? Today, we're going to connect ancient mythology, Eastern philosophy, and modern AI systems to answer one unsettling question: are we still free or just better managed? Let's start where this obsession began. In ancient Greece, people didn't talk about fate in abstract terms. They personified it. They called them the Fates, the Moirai, free sisters, free roles, one unavoidable system. Clotho, the spinner. Clotho was responsible for beginnings. She spun the thread of life the moment you were born. You didn't choose your birth, your parents, your time period, your starting conditions. Sound familiar? Lachesis, the measurer. Lachesis measured the length of your thread, how long you would live, what kind of life you'd get, your limits, not your choices, but the boundaries of your choices. Atropos, the cutter. And then there was Atropos. She didn't negotiate. She didn't explain. When she cut the thread, that was it. What's fascinating is this: even Zeus, king of the gods, couldn't override the fates, which means fate, in Greek thought, wasn't just powerful, it was structural. It wasn't punishment. It wasn't reward. It was the system itself. Now let's talk about today. Because we built something new, not gods, not myth, but systems that observe, measure, and predict us. Algorithms. Every click, every pause, every scroll. You don't just use platforms. They study you. How long you stare, what you hesitate on, what makes you angry, what makes you stay. Ancient priests read animal intros. Modern systems read you. Social media doesn't show you everything. It shows you what it thinks you'll engage with. Not truth, not balance, engagement. Over time, the system learns what confirms your beliefs, what triggers emotion, what keeps you scrolling. And then it narrows your world. Slowly, invisibly. This is the filter bubble. You feel informed, but you're selectively informed. You feel free, but your menu keeps shrinking. Predictive systems decide more than you think. Credit scores, job screening, healthcare risk models, criminal justice algorithms. They don't just analyze the past. They prejudge the future. And here's the danger. You often don't know what data was used, how the decision was made, or how to challenge it. At least the ancient fates were honest. These systems pretend they're neutral. So are we still free? Philosophers call this soft determinism. You're free, but only within a shaped environment. Think of it like this. You're in a room with 100 doors. But most are hidden, some are locked, a few are brightly lit and wide open. You can choose any door. But guess which ones you walk through? That's modern freedom. The real problem isn't limitation. It's invisible limitation. Algorithms don't force you. They nudge you. And because they align with your preferences, you feel empowered, even as your perspective narrows. That's the illusion. So what do? First, awareness. Algorithms are not fate. They are human-made systems, which means they can be questioned, redesigned, regulated. Second, intentional friction. Seek opposing views. Use multiple platforms. Take algorithm breaks. Read outside feeds. Discomfort is a sign you're regaining agency. Third, collective pressure. Transparency laws. Algorithm audits. Alternative platforms. Freedom doesn't survive alone. The ancient Greeks never believed freedom meant escaping fate. Freedom meant how you respond. Courage, wisdom, awareness. Today, the loom is digital, but the principle is the same. You may not control the system, but you are not powerless inside it. The threads are real, but so are your hands. If this video made you think, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who lives online but rarely questions it. And tell me in the comments, backhand index pointing right, do you feel more free than ever or more managed than you realize? I'll see you next time.